when it comes to the acquisition of a business, it takes two things basically to not only buy the company, but then have a proven winner going forward. You need an entrepreneur operator who knows how to run the business and grow it. And then you need capital that provides the resources that the business needs, but that really probably isn't really interested in running the company. They just want somebody great to run it so that they can enjoy the growth capabilities, the growth that's available through the purchase, let's say, of a middle market company. See, the biggest opportunities today are not in the tiny small businesses, because if you buy those, you're buying a job, buying the job of the seller. They're in the business, they run it every day. The business can't run without them. And yeah, you're buying a business, you can maybe earn a good living in it, but you got to be there every day, and it all depends on you. The real wealth generating capabilities are in middle market companies that have already grown to the point where they've got management in place. The companies are well run. They've got good growth potential. And what they need is somebody who who understands the business, can handle operations at that next level of management, and then the capital and the wherewithal to do the acquisition and to provide growth for the company. So we solved the management part of it with Pivot Gold, and that we bring in an entrepreneur who knows how to run the business, and what they need now is a capital partner. Then we solved the capital part of it with another partnership, which is called Pivot Platinum. And Pivot Platinum is people who have money want to participate in this great growth area of the purchase or acquisition of middle market companies, but they don't want to run them. So they're the perfect partners. One has the capital, wants to own middle market companies. One has the management ability. They want to run and own middle market companies. And between the two of them, we bring them together through National Diversified's gold and platinum partnerships. Over the years, I found that the biggest distractor, which causes most people to know a whole lot about business acquisition and never buy one, is something that I call analysis paralysis. These are usually folks that get into the details. They want information. They study. They build up their expertise, their learning. They can tell you every way that there is to buy a business. They don't do it. Right. And usually that comes from this fear that something is going to happen. They'll make a mistake. And if they make a mistake, they're going to lose money. And that fear and that overanalysis of the situation is usually the biggest detractor to buying a business. Most businesses are bought by folks, frankly, shoot from the hip. They don't even know all of the details. They like the business. They see the potential. They are accustomed to acting, and they act. Now, both of them are mistakes. Okay. If you do it either way, the chances are you're making a mistake. If you're over analyzing the business, you just never pull the trigger. You never get it done. And that's a mistake. There's a certain point where you've got to say, look, there's enough positive here and an absence of enough negative that it's worth doing. Okay. And so that's the compromise on that side. And on the other side is at some point, you've got to verify what you see in the business. You got to be sure of what's there. You got to vet the business. You got to vet the seller. You got to do all the things that tell you that there's where that hidden trap might be. But either side, there's an accommodation that you have to make. And so the reason that deals you don't get done is usually the over-analysis side of it. And the reason that bad deals get done is usually the impulsive side of it. So no matter which side you come from, you're going to have to accommodate the fact that there's got to be due diligence and that there's got to be a time when you pull the trigger, even though you don't have every answer. So anything you want to do, anything you're going to want to do, there's somebody out there that already knows how to do it and can help you with it. And one of the things we have done here at National Diversified Funding Corporation over the last 50 plus years is pull together all of those resources, external and internal, that it takes to take a business identify its potential, and package it for funding. And that's where we excel in getting people the money that they need to operate and grow their company.